You know what really sucks? Being told what matters to you isn't important. Being ignored when you're hurt, sick, emotional. Feeling alone because your partner is always checked out. Being blamed for everything. Feeling like you're a burden, embarrassing, or stupid. Trying your hardest to make someone feel loved and yet being made to feel like it's never enough. Feeling deeply unhappy and trying to express that to your partner only to be shut down and silenced. Never being able to have mature conversations. One-sided effort at confliction resolution. Being told if you get too skinny or fat, I will leave you. Feeling like there's never a right time or right way to bring up something that's bothering you. So Shekinah decided to drop this little, whatever you want to call this, okay, on her Insta stories. And it really does make you wonder, really does make you think, is this something that she's saying that has anything to do with her relationship with Sarper? Or is this more than that? Is this to do with her family? Or is this to do with just everyone? Because we know that Shekinah has had a challenging issue with her siblings, with her family members, except in Sarper. But then also at the same time, we know that her and Sarper have had their own trials and tribulations. In fact, Shekinah has always, gone out of her way to see if she can transform this man that was the ultimate playboy, shall I say, into him being a loyal man, him being a faithful man, him being a man that actually wants to settle down with just one person. So when you're reading, as I was reading everything that was said here, everything here really did identify somebody that has tried to be with someone, and no matter how much they've tried, this person's made it feel a certain way. But also on top of that, some of the things that relate to her relationship with Sarper was, you see, when she spoke about weight, someone telling you that they may leave you if you're too skinny or too fat, we know that weight management has always been something that has been a very strong thing that Shekinah has always tried to maintain due to Sarper's own request and her own too, But let's be real, she was slim before she met him, and she was already doing all sorts of things to her work to her face before she met him. But obviously once she met him, we definitely experienced in the first season where he wanted her to look a certain type of way, to dress a certain type of way, and to weigh a certain type of way. So it really does make you then wonder. And normally with Shekinah, she's the kind of person that if she's talking about someone else that is away from a relationship, she will make it a direct message. I mean, the girl's never been afraid to say whoever's name it is. Okay, so this does make me wonder, this is all about Sarper, but then again, who knows? I mean, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to read it one more time because I want to see if there's anything that you're going to identify that you think really links this to her relationship with Sarper, or if you think it links to her relationship with maybe her family, or maybe both. Let me know your thoughts. So let me read it again. So she starts off by saying, you know what really sucks? Being told that what matters to you isn't important. Being ignored when you're hurt, sick, emotional. I mean, that would definitely indicate that she's with somebody who lacks emotional intelligence. Then again, we could ask her the same question if she has that. Feeling alone because your partner is always checked out. Now, of course, if you're dealing with somebody that has a history of sleeping with multiple women and needing the validation to be around women all the time, I can imagine feeling alone because your partner's always checked out because his mind may be elsewhere. But of course, on social media, Sarper's only showing us him doing dance groups where he's helping men and women get fit. But who knows? Because sometimes, to be honest with you, even when you live with someone, you can still feel alone. You can still be checked out. I'm sure many of us have been through that experience, sadly so. Now, of course, here she continued by saying, being blamed for everything. I mean, that sounds more like something that she would do. Feeling like a burden or embarrassing or stupid. I mean, due to the fact that Sarper always wanted to dress her, just the way Kanye used to always dress Kim, and even his now ex Bianca, I believe. I don't know what the hell's going on with that guy in his relationships, but yeah. So you never know, maybe that's where that comes from if this is about it. Then also continues it by saying, trying your hardest to make someone feel loved and yet being made to feel like it's never enough. To be honest with you, that's something that I believe that she has displayed in her relationship with him more than he has to her. Feeling deeply unhappy and trying to express that to your partner only to be shut down and silenced. I mean, that's something that we've definitely witnessed from both of the people in the relationship, but I'd say we probably experienced it more from her than him. And then again, she continues here by saying, never being able to have mature conversations. I mean, to have mature conversations, you must have two adults to attend that conversation. I guess if there's not two adults in your relationship, then it is what it is. You chose that relationship, right? One-sided effort at conflict resolution. That's an interesting one there. Not too sure if I recognize that one in their relationship. Being told if you get too skinny or fat, I will leave you. I mean, listen, like I said, this is something that we've definitely witnessed when it comes to their appearances. Hell, even when she got a nose job, Sarper took over and started to, point out how he would like her nose to fit, how he would like her nose to look. So there is that possibility, so in particular. Now, also here it says, and finishes off by saying, feeling like there's never a right time or right way to bring up something that's bothering you. I mean, to be honest with you, this is something that a lot of people struggle with in relationships as well as friendships. And it's so sad because really and truly, we should speak up when we're feeling whatever we're feeling. We should not withhold it until another time. Because communication is always very, very key. Okay, and it's something that a lot of people take for granted and do not conduct themselves properly in their own relationships, whether that be with their partners, whether that be their friends, or whether that be with family members. Communication is always going to be key. But hey, I will say this though. Everything that she has stated here are things that are very important for every one of us, every single one of us, to not feel in a relationship and to feel like we have the power to not be put in these compromising, uncomfortable situations. So I agree with everything that's been said here. I'm just trying to figure out with who she's talking about or what has triggered this to be said. But of course, does it really suck? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Well, let me know your thoughts and we can most certainly talk about it, my lovely folks, okay? Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.